Hi, this is Jack Stanley and I'm in Menjalara. Hi, this is Jack Stanley and I'm in Menjalara, which is a suburb of KL here in Malaysia. There's a whole mess of these places. There's a large grouping of suburbs filled with all kinds of apartment buildings and condos and stuff like that. I'm staying in an apartment here, and it's actually quite large. It's 1,070 square feet in size, 3-bedroom. Pretty much free reign here. It's very nice. It is really an enjoyable area, and it's growing. I mean, I heard that this apartment actually originally went for $40,000 when it was new. Now it's $120,000 in Malaysian. Still a phenomenal deal.
In USD, not Malaysian.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Can you show them the apartment? No.
Okay. The value was $40,000 when it was built in US dollars, not Malaysian. And today it's valued around 120 in US, of course, not Malaysian. So I said it's a very, very nice place, and has a nice commanding view. And of course, the interesting thing about this area is there's no screens on windows and doors. There's a free reign of air, and there's an amazing complete lack of insects, which is really interesting. As I mentioned, this is 1,070 feet in size, square feet, which is downright big. Lots of space. Here, I'll show you around a little bit. This is the kitchen. Very simple, stark, nothing too fancy, but good enough. It's been recommended a lot of times in Malaysia, you really don't want to cook. You don't want to cook in the kitchens because it will attract, when I mention no insects, that might attract insects. So you don't want to do that kind of stuff. In here, an auxiliary room, you might say, full of plants and stuff like that. You can always put whatever you need out here. Let's go take a walk over here. This is a rather spacious living room. And of course, it has a balcony here, which is really nice. Great views. Of course, you can see how much building is going on here. It's incredible. When I was here 5 years ago, this was just all flat around here. Now there's high-rises going up everywhere. As you can see, every one of these places is pretty similar in many respects. They have like a central court with a pool, clubhouse, and of course parking for your cars. Let's go over this way. We wander through here. This could be one of many different things. This could be an office. It could be a dining room for all intents and purposes. Another bedroom over here. Small. Nothing fancy. That's one thing about this area. Nothing is fancy. It's very, very basic. Bathroom. As you can see, once again, simple and to the point. Another bedroom here. Every one of these rooms, most of them I should say, have fans on the ceiling, and they do an incredible job of keeping the place cool. Far better than I would have ever guessed. I would think it would be hot, but it isn't. Here's another room, once again with the fan going. And another bathroom. Once again, simple, but to the point. It's pretty good for what you need. So it's a really great place to stay. I'm really enjoying it here. Very nice, very relaxing, and it is very much like Malaysia itself. Here in central KL in Malaysia, it's about 95 degrees right now. It's pretty warm. Behind me is modern KL, the center of KL. all new buildings going up, all kinds of modern skyscrapers as you look around. Now over in this side is old Central KL. The interesting thing is there's a lot of really great old structures here, but is there any way of trying to preserve any of them? Is there any kind of historic trust here? I doubt it. Right now the major idea here is tear down, build, make money. Understandable. Every country has gone through this phase, and of course Malaysia has only been a free country less for 60 years, and so they are basically trying to expand as much as they can. Eventually in time they'll come to realize that they need to preserve. That hasn't happened yet. But you're looking behind me an area that will not exist much longer because they're going to be tearing everything down. And so another section, another large area of old KL is soon heading for the history books.